Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to build a currency converter with the help of hooks. As you can see that if I give $1, it will convert into the euro. So whatever you have selected in the second drop down, it will convert into that respective currency value. And if I select INR, it will convert into the Indian currency. So it will give the value of the Indian currency, and I am going to use the API from this website exchange rate api.io. So this API I am using, which I have highlighted, and this API basically return the yesterday data. So whatever the value was there yesterday, 1 USD equivalent to INR, it will return that data. So it's returning the yesterday data. So the real data might be little bit different here, but it will be almost close whatever you are getting this API exchange rate api.io. And you can also inverse this drop down value. So you can just inverse by clicking on that, and you can see that a value is also getting changed. So you can do vice versa here by clicking that arrow, and you can add other country as well in drop down. So I have added only 5 country in that drop down. So let's jump into the VS. As you can see that I have already created a React application using a command npx create react app, and the project name I have given currency converter. So you can just create this project using the command npx create react app, and we got some default content from the React side by creating the application using the command npx create react app. And if I go to the browser, so you can see that we have some basic content of React.js starter project, and we have installed some packages here. So you need to install Ant Design and Axios. And once you install these two packages, you have to go to the index.js file, and you have to add this and design CSS file into your index.js file. So you have to add this import statement into the index.js file. And we have also used this bootstraps CDN into my index.html file. You have to add that one as well. And don't worry, I will push the code into a GitHub so that you can get everything from the repository. So let's go into the app.js, and I am going to remove all the content that is the default content. So I have just removed the default content of React, and I'm creating one folder here, currency converter. So I'm going to create one file, index.js. So the file is created. So I'm importing the React, and from React I need hooks, use state and use effect. So inside use effect we make the API call. So we need a card component from the Ant design. So let's bring that card, and we need an Axios as well, and the package is already installed. In order to make the API request, I'm just creating a functional component here, const converter, and it will be a hat arrow function, and I'm just exporting this component, export default converter, and I'm just writing a return statement, and I'm using a div here, and inside div I'm going to give one heading here. The heading will be like converter in order to check whether it's working or not in our app.js file. So I have just imported that one converter component, and VS Code automatically import that. So let's go into the browser and reload. So we got our that heading on browser. So that component is working now. So we need to go into that index.js file, and here I'm going to declare some state. So first it will be the initial state. So initial state head state is equal to use state, and this will be an object, and we need to provide the currency. So it will be an array. So in array we'll have a different currency, so like US dollar. So I'm using the 5 currency only. You can add more as per your convenience. So I'm adding only 5 country currency here, and we need to also give the base. So the default, what will be the default currency when the application load into the browser. So the default one is USD, that is base. Amount will be the empty, and we also need to give convert to, so in which we wanted to convert. So we are giving the INR here, that is the Indian currency, and result also, and it will be the empty, and date, for which date we are getting that result. And I'm going to destructure all these initial states so that we don't have to write like initial state dot currency, initial state dot base, initial state dot amount like this. So I'm just destructuring over here. So I have destructured all that state here outside the return statement. So first I will work on the UI part. So I'll having a class name in that div. So it will be a container. So I'm using a bootstrap class name here, ML5. So it is for margin left only. Div class name. So I'm using another div with the class name row, and we'll having another div. So I'm going to do all the inline styling in this application, not going to use. So I'll be using only inline style here because this is a very small application. So I have just given some padding, background, and I'm going to use our card here from the ant design. And in the card we have to provide some props like title. So title would be like currency converter. So this title I'm giving into the title props. Border, I don't want a border in my card, that's why I'm giving the false, and I'm using some inline styling here. So I'm giving a width 550, and inside that card component I'm using h5 tag. So amount I'm giving here, and base is equivalent to, so whatever the base is selected, it will convert into that respective currency country value. So we'll have another s3 tag here. So here I'm going to give the amount. First I'm checking if amount is empty, then so the value will be the 0. If amount is empty means value will be 0, else. And if result is null, then I am calculating the amount. That means we are making the API request. So while result is null, it will be the calculating, and once we got the value, then I am going to show the amount. So in the else part I have just put the result, and I am also giving the convert to basically which currency we have converted basically. And we will have one p tag here. So I'm just giving like as of amount, in it will be the amount. Again I'm taking if amount is equal to empty, then it will be the empty, else date, I'm giving the date here, and if date is null, then empty again, then I will return the date. So let's go into the browser, and we got the card hour. in the browser. So in the card itself, I will have one more div with the class name row, and inside that I will have one more div. So I am going to use again bootstrap class name here. I'll give here call md call lg10, and we need a form here as well. So we need to provide class name here as well for the form. Form inline and mb hyphen 4 means margin bottom. So I am just giving the margin bottom, and I will have one input field here, and it will be having a type. So the type will be the number, value will be the amount. So whatever the user give the amount, it will have that value. And on change, I will have one helper function. So I'll give the helper method like on change input, and it will be having the class name form control, and it's all bootstrap class I am giving here. Form control lg mx hyphen 5, and we also need a drop down as well. So I'm going to use a select here. So I am using a select here, and we need to provide name here in the select. So the name will be the base, and value will be the base. On change, I am giving the on change here, and the helper method will be the handle select, and we need to provide the class name as well, bootstrap class name. So form control hyphen lg, and inside that, and we need to map the currencies here. So currencies dot map currency. So let's map it here. So we have to show all the currency which we have in array. That's why I'm using map here, and inside select I'm using the option to show the each value drop down which we have inside the currency array. So I just give key value, and between the option tag I am giving the currency. So let's go into the browser. Okay, so we have to define this method. So I'm just going to define this both method on the top. So const on change input. As of now it will be the empty, and we need to also define const handle select. See something in the browser. So let's go into the browser. So now we got input and the drop down. Now for the second input we have to work on that. So we'll have another form here for the second input and the drop down, and we need to provide the class name bootstrap class name again, form inline mb4, that is margin bottom, and we'll have a input field here. And this second input will be little bit complex here. So by default it will be the disable by default when the application reload for the first time. So it will be the disable, and I am going to check value. So if amount is equal to empty, then the value will be the 0, and now I am checking result is coming as null, then it will be like calculating. That means it is in process, and then I will show the result here. And in the class name I am using the form control hyphen -lg mx5, and the select will be the same. So I'm just going to copy the select one, that is the drop down one. It will be stay as it is, and few changes only required here, like name will be the convert to, value will be the convert to, and rest of the thing will stay as it is. So we have both. Now we have second input and the second drop down as well, and we have closed the div here. Now after that div we need another div in order to provide that arrow if user wanted to switch between the drop down value. So I'm just giving another div, and I'm just giving the class name, and it will be having an h1 tag, and on h1 tag I'm giving the on click, and on click I will have the helper function handle swap, and I'm going to provide the inline styling cursor pointer. That's it. Inline style required for this drop down. So I'm going to use here HTML entities here. So I'm just giving ampersand hash 8595 entity code. This is the HTML entity code that I have used here, and I'm giving here for down. So I'm using up and down here, up arrow and down arrow. So these are the HTML entity code for HTML up and down. So we have designed the UI, and we need to define this handle swap outside the return, because we will get error in the browser. So let's define that handle swap. So as of now it will be empty. So let's go into the browser. So now we got the up and down arrow, and we got both input and both drop down as well on UI. So I'm going to use a use effect to make the API call here. So the API call is happen only in use effect. So inside use effect I will check if amount is, none, so I'll just return, means for the rest of the code will not execute. Else inside else I'll be making the API call. So here I'm going to use const get currency converter. So we will be receive a real time data here in that method. So this method will return the real time data. So const response equal to await access, and I'm going to use the get method here, and we need to use that API. So I'm just going into their official website, and I'm just copying this API, and I'm going to use here, and I have used inside that template literal, because the base will be the dynamic here. So I'm just giving here base, I'm just providing the base value here in that API. So const response, so we'll be reading that response. So response dot data, so it will be in this format only, response dot data dot date. So I'm just putting the console log here in order to show you the response. So I have just put a console log over there. So I'm just making the call here. So get currency converter, let's go into the browser. So we got some issue. So we need to make this comment. So now let's go into the browser. We got the response here in the console. So in order to get the proper response, we have to write like response dot data dot date. So this way we have to write all this thing. and I'm going to uncomment this one, and I'm going to define one result here object. So response dot data dot rate, and I'm giving that convert to in the array into amount. So I'm going to wrap inside this into a bracket, and I'm going to use a built-in JavaScript method to fix 3. So we'll get a large decimal value. So I'm just going to fix up to 3 decimal value, and you saw that all the conversion rate here. So that's why I have used that way. So we got our all like USD, Indian, all the rates we have here. And after that, I'm going to set the state, and I'm going to spread all the initial state first, so that it won't override some of the existing value. So I'm just making the copy of old state and updating only those values for which the state has changed. And this will be the date actually, not response. Sorry for that. So we got that date and we got a result. So both thing we got here, and we have updated only the result and date, and I'm passing the dependency here amount, base, and convert to. So now we need to start working on all this handler method: on change input, handle select, handle swap. So on change input will receive an event here. So set state, and I'm going to spread initial state, and I'll be using here amount e dot target dot value, and result. So result will be the null in that case, and the date will be the null. So that's why I have put all the condition here, like result will be the null if result is null, or date null, so it will be the calculating. So that's why I have put all this condition here. So now you are getting like why I have put that those null condition inside the return. Now we need to work on the handle select function. So inside that I'm going to use set state, and again I'm going to use the spread operator. So initial state, and in handle select I'll be using e dot target dot name and e dot target dot value, and result will be the null here again. So whenever user selecting the value from the drop down, result will be the null. And let's work on the last function, that is handle swap. So first I'm going to prevent the default behavior of a browser. So e dot prevent default, and I'm going to use this set state here again, and I'm going to use initial state and convert to, it will be the base. So we are doing vice versa here with that drop down, and result will be the null again if user doing the vice versa of the currencies. So we are almost done, I think. So let's go into the browser and let's see whether working or not. So I just refresh it. So the UI is working, so we are getting the value. So I just load that console one, and I need to add some styling. So I had just uncomment this one to get a proper alignment of that card. So I just selected here INR. So I think we got some issue here. So it's not working properly, I think. So refresh it, give 1. So I select here euro, so it is not selecting. So the second drop down is not working as expected. So let's click on that drop down. So this is working and the value is also calculating, but the second drop down is not working here. Okay, I have misspelled here actually. So it will be the convert actually. I missed that one letter here. Convert to actually. So it will be the convert to. So I missed that letter P here. So we need to change all over the place. So I'm just searching where I have used. So I'm going to replace where I have used like convert to. So I'm just replacing all with the convert to. So we have successfully replaced all the values. Now we are getting some error here. So this will be the converter actually. So make sure to change that one converter. So let's go into the browser. So now no issue, and let's see the second drop down is working now. So the second drop down is working now. So let's give some value here. So now we are getting that value, and now select that value from the drop down. So the second drop down now it's working, and the vice versa is also working, and changing the second drop down is also working. So this is working fine now, and we need to also need some correction here actually. So in the return actually it got replaced by all actually. So when I start replacing, so it just got replaced with that one. So just make sure to update that one. So refresh it. Now let's give one more try. So now it's working. We don't have any issue. How we have completed this currency converter application with the help of React hooks. So if you like this video, then please subscribe this channel and like the video as well. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Bye bye.